basic chorus. Yep. And set that on the bottom.
Okay, one card going on the bottom for Harrison, and we're ready to go. All right. Look at that. Players showing their hands to the camera. We don't get that from the New York players. Seattle players are on point. Here's Urza's Saga.
Bobble.
Sure.
Pedal.
Sure. Third spell? Okay.
Crack for blue.
Sure.
Chalice on one.
Chalice on one on turn one. Don't think Sean gives a damn about that, but that's where we are.
Draw card.
Sandstone Needle.
Read that one.
Go ahead.
Sandstone Needle comes down for Sean.
Shift the turn to you.
Yeah, I think we're gonna all have to move to Seattle. I think that's what happens here. Urza's Bauble, Lotus Petal, and Chalice on one on the board. Tapping and casting Thought Cast.
So, 1, 2.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
So you have 3 artifacts in play.
Yes.
Okay, so it costs 2 mana.
Yes.
Okay.
So 1 and a blue.
2. Yeah, good.
That's good?
Yeah, it's good.
Cool.
I did not eat a bagel in Seattle. I was in, this is about 2 hours outside of Seattle, an area called Port Townsend, and I went into a cafe, and they had a sign that said Manhattan, bagels from Manhattan, New York. I didn't buy it.
Is it present scary?
I said we're not doing that.
That's all I.
All right, there's the Scary of the Other Masks land. This one makes blue, so enters tapped.
This will go to 3. I will float a mana.
Sure.
Let's go. Search for a 0 or 1.
All right, we're searching for a 0 or a 1 with Urza's Saga here. Urza's Bauble, Mox Opal, Chalice of the Void, and Emery on the battlefield for Harrison. The Urza's Bauble unfortunately found the one spot in the entire table with Glare. And here's either Spellbomb.
Track, get a actual. Well, no, I'll get a tiger. Okay. And play an island.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Capcan there.
Kappa Cannoneer. Remember when everybody was complaining about Kappa Cannoneer? Does anybody remember that?
Emery backup pedal.
Okay.
Go to Kappa. Hellbent, I'll shift the turn to you.
Here's Lotus Petal. Triggers the Kappa Cannoneer. So it's got 2 counters on it now.
City Traders?
Here's City of Traders. Uh-oh. Is it happening, everybody?
I'm going to float 1 blue mana.
Okay.
Creative Techniques?
Creative Technique. Just hit the stack.
As well.
Alright. Shuffle your library cards from the top put until you reveal a non-land card. Exile that card and put the rest on the bottom of your library. You may cast the exile card without paying its mana cost. Demonstrate when you cast this spell, you may copy you choose an opponent to also copy it.
So the spell has you cascade into anything, basically.
Okay.
You can choose to cast it, and the cast trigger lets me copy it for both of us.
Okay, so basically I get one of these and you get
Correct.
2 of these.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the option because it is an option, and the stack is now my creative technique, my copy of creative technique, your copy of creative technique.
Okay, so my copy resolves first?
Your copy results first.
Okay.
Wow, what a great explainer. Impressive.
Okay.
If the deck is complete, if everything is technically unknown in the deck, I believe we can shortcut it.
Okay.
But if
Aquina's talking about a turn 2 Cannoneer in the turn 1 Gristlebrand format. Come on, people. Unmask you, make a turn 1 Gristlebrand.
you get a cast force of will,
Okay.
would you like to force of will either my creative technique or my copy of creative technique?
I'll force of will your non-copy version.
Okay, it's force of will. My turn?
Yep.
I believe it's all unknown information, so
Okay.
you shortcut it? Okay. Copy?
Okay, so a Force of Will countered one of the original creative technique. The copy is now resolving, and here's Maelstrom Wanderer. You're right, RPF. Sean has been quite unlucky.
So Cascade, this is a extra Cascade trigger that's on the stack.
Okay.
Cascade with Aurora Phoenix.
There is still a leftover Cascade trigger on the stack from Maelstrom Wanderer.
I'm not blocking the phone. I'm good in that
Creative technique. I am going to demonstrate before I shuffle and put these on the bottom. Would you like to look at it for information?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, another creative technique going onto the stack after the first Cascade resolves. There's still a Cascade on the stack. And it looks like Sean is going to choose to demonstrate. Is everybody following what's going on here? I don't think anybody understands.
It gets 3+1/+1 counters on any number of target creatures that enter the battlefield this turn.
So it's 3+1/+1 counters.
Yeah.
And the only legal targets are creatures
that came in
enter-
this turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's basically just a bunch of Cascade spells, Emrakul, and creative techniques.
Okay. Yeah. I assume that this was just Cascade.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right, as Sean points out, the rest of the deck is basically a bunch of Cascade spells, creative techniques, and Emrakuls.
Force of will. Would you like to force of will something?
Yeah. So the stack is copy or it's my.
This is what's resolving is your creative technique. Then I have a creative technique, an Aurora Phoenix. This is just a Cascade trigger, and then a Maelstrom Wanderer.
Okay. And the Maelstrom Wanderer is already resolved, or is that still?
No, it's still on the stack. I have no permanents other than lands.
I don't like any of it.
Harrison not having a good time, it turns out.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to forcible. I'll forcible the Maelstrom Wanderer.
Okay. My creative.
All right, Force of Will found off the top again. This time it'll Force of Will the Maelstrom Wanderer. And another... Which one is this?
Get a copy. Would you like to creative technique?
Yes.
Oh, wait. I shouldn't shuffle yet.
Another creative technique went onto the stack, demonstrating again. Let's see what Harrison finds. Lotus Petal. Lotus Petal will enter the battlefield.
Is there a deterministic loop in here, or is this just okay?
Emrakul. Extra turn trigger. I'm going to get Emrakul.
All right.
Then I'm going to creative technique.
All right, so Sean's getting another turn. After hard casting the Emrakul with Cascade, with Creative Technique, excuse me. And there are still 3 copies of Creative Technique still on the stock, I believe.
Sakashima's Protege. It's going to come in as a copy of Emrakul.
Okay.
It's going to send this Emrakul to the graveyard, and that's going to shuffle this back in.
Oh boy.
Okay, so that is a copy of Emrakul.
Good do it. And I have 1 extra turn trigger.
Okay.
1 extra turn. Okay. Creative.
Sean has 1 more turn. Pointing that out now. Creative Technique, the final copy, I believe, is resolving now.
Creative Technique.
And Cascade into another Creative Technique.
All right.
That's a blue mana.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's non-land, correct?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. So demonstrate happens. Harrison gets a Kappa Cannoneer off the top. Now 2 copies of Creative Technique will resolve for Sean, who is at this point looking for haste.
We're going to Cascade.
I think.
There. 2 counter 4.
Emrakul got shuffled back in after a copy of it was made. Uh-oh. All right, another Creative Technique.
So it gets added to the stack. 1 copy for me, 1 copy for you.
All right.
Would you like to get a spell?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, Harrison gets a Psi Master Thopterist. How does this all end for everyone involved? I don't know. All right, casting Emrakul off Creative Technique takes another turn. 2 extra turns now on the stack, goes into the graveyard because of the legendary rule. Graveyard gets shuffled back in. RPF in the chat is confused.
Technique. I'm going to stop demonstrating them just so we can end the game.
Yeah.
Aurora Phoenix. It's going to Cascade. Cascade. Creative Technique. I'm not going to. Thing. Shuffle.
Okay, so not demonstrating this time, says Sean.
3, counted 4. We only have to dig 1 more out. Creative Technique. So.
There's Maelstrom Wanderer, so now everything has haste.
And then, Cascade. Let's get that extra 1 out of there. Boom, 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 boom. Boarding party. And then boarding party will Cascade.
So does this just go until you get all your?
I tend to get a random board state with a number of extra turns from 0 to some number and some amount of power in play, which could be as little as 13 or which could be as much as 73 so far.
Okay. I'm good to scoop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
But how does the loop end? That I don't know. Yeah, I guess you just declined to cast the Cascade card, right?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, I guess eventually you just have lands in your deck.
Bottom of it.
Oh, but Emrakul stops that.
Show this real quick.
I don't know. All right, players showing off their
All
hands.
right.
Appreciate that, players.
Mox Opal, go.
Hickory Woodlot.
Hickory Woodlot. Believe it or not, it's Hickory Woodlot, everybody.
Okay. Pass the turn.
Should have kept the other one.
What was that? What just happened? I don't even know what that was. All right, another Hickory Woodlot. Passing the turn. Not sure what Harrison's up to here. I guess we have some counter magic in hand. Discarding the hand size. Ouch. Pushed? I don't know. I don't know what was written there. All right. Making 5 mana. And here's Creative Technique. Once again. And we're going to see it demonstrate. So, 8 casts goes first. Punished or punt? Yeah, I don't know.
Negation, pitching Force of Will, the non-token copy. And then I'm going to Force of Will, pitching Metallic Rebuke, the copy.
Would you like to get a free thing?
Yes, I would like to get a free thing. So these are exiled, and these are in my graveyard. So just cascade into anything.
Yeah.
Hey!
Okay.
What? Counters both of Sean's Creative Techniques and gets a Kappa Cannoneer. Unbelievable. Sean has had the worst demonstrates on this live stream, I swear. It's been pretty bad.
Okay.
I'll swing for 5.
Okay.
Yeah, Flusterstorm and Mindbreak Trap do seem pretty good against this Cascade deck.
I'll pass the turn.
We see another Creative Technique in hand for Sean. There's Ancient Tomb.
Creative ticket? Copies?
Yeah. In response, I'll force pitching Thought Monitor.
Oh my god. Okay, so one copy is getting forced. Now resolving the one copy gets Psy. Okay. So it looks like one copy will now resolve for Sean of Creative Technique. Do you have to shuffle first? Is that what's happening? Because Harrison didn't shuffle.
Boarding party? Cascade?
Boarding Party Cascade into another Creative Technique likely here.
Creative technique? I'm going to copy it. Can I get a copy?
All right, another Creative Technique just went onto the stack after Boarding Party. Kappa Cannoneer comes off the top for Harrison. Triggers the other Kappa Cannoneer. This might be over, though. Boarding Party, Cascade, trigger resolving here. Another Creative Technique. That's the third one. Well, the fourth total copy in this game, but the third one this turn. Right? Yeah, third one this turn. Demonstrate. Now for Mishra's Bauble.
Oh, start working on toys for me?
Yeah, Sean's loop does seem deterministic.
I do need some kind of gesture or cut. Just so. Okay.
Tell you what card seems good against Sean's deck. Wasteland.
I'm going to have it enter as a Kappa Cannoneer?
Sure.
It doesn't target, right? And it's the best.
Sean's deck seems really good, though, chat. What do you think about this deck? Is everybody going to now build creative technique decks after watching this live stream?
Oh, I see.
The clones make it non-deterministic. That's true.
Okay.
We can have this, and this is still on the stack.
Okay.
And he should have the other counter on his counter. So.
Right.
Okay. So Sakashima's protege.
No targets.
I guess Daze is pretty good against this deck. Force of Will, all the counter magic. Hate Bears is good against this deck, but this deck seems hard to beat for a lot of the metagame. It may be a game one kind of a deck.
So yeah. Sorry.
Discard spells are quite good against it as well. I don't know. This is impressive. I'll say that.
Okay. Now I'll get a counter. You can cut
Romario is on TCG Player right now. Right now.
creative technique. Supporting party. I'll cascade into nothing. I'll show you the deck.
Yeah.
And
The card that copies Emrakul. Does anybody know what it's called? The blue creature that's on the board? And can exclamation point card in the chat look that card up for us, please? Don't know what it's called.
I'll cascade into nothing. And then I'll get another boarding party.
Okay.
Sakashima's protege. Thank you, Akalith. Appreciate that.
6/6 Kappa?
I have a 6/6 and a 7/7 Kappa.
Okay.
That's a lot of Kappa.
You can cut.
Yeah, Needle doesn't seem good in this deck.
This is my Kappa.
There's Aurora Phoenix. Twitch chat says this is a fizzle. We're attacking here.
18 points apiece, and these are 6/3s?
6/3.
I'll block with a Psy,
Okay.
so he dies, and I'll take 12. Sure. So that gets me.
There were some missed Thopters there, I think chat pointed out after Psy entered, which is unfortunate, but the boarding parties will bring Harrison down to 2 life.
Is an artifact.
Yes.
I think I'm dead. Chip you.
Turn. There's a Saga. Soul Guide Lantern. Both of these trigger. This goes to 3. This goes to 4. When it ETBs, I'll exile a creative technique. I will move to combat and swing an 8/8 and a 7/7 unblockable.
I will besage you your Urgent Saga out of spite.
Okay?
Game 3?
Uh-huh.
Game 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're going to game 3, everybody. Game 3. I can't believe Harrison won that game. It looked like it was over, but as Twitch chat figured out, it's not deterministic once creative technique gets going and the copies resolve and all of that. RPF likes the spite plays, yeah. Those are good.
I love that so much.
All right, prepare yourselves for a game 3. The letter H in the chat says Sean has a thread talking about the deck on MTG, the source. All right, please link that in our Discord or in the live chat. If anybody has that link handy, we would appreciate it. Here's Saperzan Scary.
Here you go.
I am going to play a Saga, Opal, Bobble. Do I have anything else I want to do? No, I don't.
My turn?
Actually,
I haven't really looked at the full deck list and thought about it much yet, but I wonder how this creative technique deck sideboards.
the wording on this is weird, but you don't see what.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah. I've run into that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 6s. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, the letter H, for that link. Urza's Bobble resolving here.
And then let me know when it is your upkeep.
Alright. My turn?
Yes.
Untap, upkeep.
Cool. Draw trigger.
My draw?
Yep.
Sandstone Needle.
Sandstone Needle comes down for Sean.
Play an Ancient Tomb. And I will pass the turn.
Looks like Force of Negation is in hand for Harrison. Unsure about other counter magic. Saga is on 2. City of Traders.
To attempt to start the Everybody Gets Stuff game. So,
And there's Sakashima's something. Protege. Cascade.
I'm thinking about it. And then Cascade. What's the demonstrate card?
Creative Technique.
Creative Technique?
Yes.
And is Creative Tech, can you Cascade his Creative Technique with this?
Yes.
Okay. I will let that resolve.
Okay. Creative Technique?
Alright.
I am going to copy it.
Okay.
What do you got?
In response, I will, I'm going to Force of Negation the non-creature, or the non-copy, and then I'll Force of Negation the copy. So this should be playing these two are getting exiled.
All right, quite a hand for Harrison once again, and Creative Technique is completely stopped here. Let's see what Harrison Cascade. Another Kappa Cannoneer. Unbelievable. Wow. And Sakashima's Protege will enter as a copy of Kappa Cannoneer, it looks like. End step, we're making a construct. Insane. Insane.
Untap, draw.
That's the third Kappa Cannoneer that's been found off Creative Technique for Harrison, right?
Or it doesn't matter. I'm gonna make another one. Go to 16. This goes to 3.
Harrison going to 16, now sacking Urza Saga. Unbelievable.
Get Aether Spellbomb, which will trigger Kappa. Or here, name Zebra's first.
No, you can't Pith and Needle the Creative Technique. It's not an activated ability.
And then, so it's now my turn. I'm going to play a island for turn. I will play a Soul Guide Lantern, Trigger Kappa, ETB, All Exile, Creative Technique. Sure.
I think that Creative Technique was already exiled, but whatever. Yeah, Force of Negation, right?
6. I will sacrifice this to draw a card.
Sacrificing Spellbomb to draw a card.
And then,
We might meet for the
I'm 1-1 right now.
at the time. Let's see. I will. And this is a 5/5 right now.
Yes, it's a 5/5.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should have gone to combat first. That's
The Sakashima's protege is a Kappa Cannoneer 5/5.
this guy's an unblockable 9/9.
Sure. And
5/5. Should I block him?
I will block the 5.
So you got 11.
All right. Protege blocks the construct. RPF in the chat pointing out that Spellbomb would have been pretty good. Wow, creative technique right off the top. At bouncing Emrakul, I agree. All right, so sacking 2 lands and casting creative technique, it looks like.
So I'm floating 3 mana.
Wait, no.
Okay.
Making 8 mana.
Copy it.
Creative technique floating 3 mana.
I will force of negation the non.
Wow, another Force of Negation.
Yeah, pitching Thoughtcast.
All right.
Pitching Thoughtcast, okay.
Would you like to
Yes.
play the game?
It's,
And a Psy, it looks like, no, an Emery for Harrison.
do you have memory trigger? No, not a Kappa trigger. I have Force Will, Lotus Petal,
Force of Will, Lotus Petal, Seed of the Synod,
Thought Monitor.
and Thought Monitor, I believe, were milled by Emery there.
You can cut if you wish. I'm gonna get an Emrakul.
There's Emrakul. Found off the top with creative technique and cast. So Sean will get another turn.
Because you've got a lot of permanents over here.
I do have a lot of permanents.
I think you are going to win. You copied my. That was my last copy, right? So I got Emrakul.
Yes,
End
okay.
of turn. Untap
Wait, what? Oh, you're doing your.
because I have no other copies left.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm gonna go to end step.
Cool.
Untap. Draw a card. Swing with Emrakul.
All right.
Annihilator 6.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is this?
I think that would be your 5th permanent, and then you would sacrifice 1 more.
One more. I need to do this because that's an
No, I think you have 4 in
1,
here.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, 5?
Or 4. Sorry.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
So you've sacrificed everything you need to. You only have a Kappa Cannoneer.
In response. Oh no, actually no, I don't want to do that. So 7, 6.
Okay. I now swing you for 15. You go to 1.
All right.
I play a Dwarven Ruins,
Okay.
and I shift the turn to you.
Okay.
Oh, it's a 9/9.
Yeah.
Never mind, I think I win.
Yeah, you win. Yeah. I swing. I hit you for 9, and then. Woo! No.
Draw a card. Swing with Emrakul.
All right, Harrison feeling the pain of Emrakul here in a handshake. Good match. What a wild. We've had the wildest matches today.